flag, and I believe he's done it. The big two have been unseated at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It won't be a Penske, it won't be a Ganassi on pole. Instead, it will be Sam Schmidt Motorsports and Alex Tagliani.
Welcome to Suburban On Air, and a little bit different today to speak to a superstar in car racing, Montrealer from the North Shore, Alex Tagliani. Welcome, Alex.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to have Alex Tagliani here, and we're here to talk about some exciting news. Now, when I was young, Alex, you maybe, I don't know if you're probably younger than I am, I would go to the North Shore or the Cartierville right across the bridge, and I would go to Belmont Park, and I would also go to Chambéry and go to Recreatech. And since those places closed, the North Shore hasn't had a huge entertainment venue, but you're going to be changing all that. And in the spring, you're going to be inaugurating a unique family entertainment center in St. Therese. It looks amazing. It's called the TAG E-Karting and Amusement Center, TAG being your nickname. And reading from the press release, it's going to feature 9 activities, including a combination of 3 karting tracks, a laser tag game arena, 6 axe throwing lanes, 6 bowling lanes, a Triotech 7D interactive cinema, interactive trampolines, a multi-sensory virtual reality experience, numerous state-of-the-art arcades, and an interactive children's wall, all under the same roof. I'm telling you, I know we have in a pandemic, and I know it's not opening till the spring, but I can't wait to get there. Alex, how did this all come about?
Well, it's been a long road, but it's been a dream that I had for a very long time. The worst time for a young go-kart driver when I was racing kart when I was 10 years old is this time, is when the winter starts, when there's snow out there, when you know that there's no weekends at 5 degrees Celsius that you could go out to go do your testing and drive your go-karts, and you're gonna watch your go-kart in the garage for the entire winter. So it's always been in my mind to try to come up with something indoor. And along my career, I've witnessed some indoor track, obviously. It started with a gasoline cart, and I had like just the bug. I had a bug of trying to do something at some point. I don't know when it was going to come about, but I made some. I met some people along the way as well, and this particular idea just always was coming out of my mouth. Every time I was around a table or meeting some friends that are now in a partner with us, and I think they were probably tired of hearing me about talking about this indoor karting facility. But things have evolved also, and as we were thinking about putting it, we encountered some issues with locations and finding a proper building. And I'm very good friends with Vince Chiara, that is quite known in the real estate development industry here in Quebec. And I was on his case pretty much every week, asking him for finding a location. And finally it all came about, like all the pieces of the puzzle just got put together. And once the location was found, we basically kickstart the entire idea, and we modeled it around what we feel we need to have in regards of entertainment for everybody out there.
So we're in a pandemic now. We don't really think the vaccine might start to be rolled out in the spring. We don't know for certain. Are you certainly going to be opening up in the spring, pandemic or not? Is that the plan?
Well, I mean, first of all, our region is still doing really good. So, thanks to all our citizens out there, the North Shore, that are working hard to follow the guidelines. It's hard to say, but we definitely have prepared a lot of work to make sure that we can operate with the highest level of hygiene, and with some new stuff stuff that are going to be introduced in the world of entertainment to keep family and everybody safe as well. So it's not that we're actually preparing to be able to run the center in the worst condition possible, saying that the pandemic it is for us. So we all wish that this is going to go away pretty soon. We all want to to get back to normal. Everybody wants that, but at the same time, I think we also feel that if we end up being there and in the month of May, everything seems to be positive and things get back to a normal state, we feel that we should also continue, no matter what, to operate with really high level of hygiene, with some measures that we're going to take internally to provide really cleanliness and safety to everyone. So I think we're making a step towards the future in regards of that, no matter if we're in a pandemic situation or not.
Alex, I know you might be able to get a vaccine quicker than most of us because you have a connection with Pfizer. I believe they sponsored because you're a big spokesman for allergies, and I believe Pfizer is one of your sponsors. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that, not about the vaccine because I'm sure you don't know about, but Pfizer is connected to you because you are a spokesman for allergy. And how did that come about?
Yeah, so for 6 years in total, I was representing, Pfizer with the EpiPen brand, and we had some amazing awareness program, and now we understand how awareness programs are important in the situation we're living right now with the pandemic. It's really difficult to get the people to think differently and to do things differently. So awareness programs, in my personal opinion, are the way to go. And we had a lot of success in making things better in regards of the world of allergies. I have food allergy myself, so I know all about it. And for this year, we unveil the Rona Viagra car. So a very known brand was gonna be on the car for a normal NASCAR season. We ended up having 7 races total during the season. So NASCAR did a good thing. We ended up salvaging, like a decent season considering the situation. So yeah, my partnership with them has been great. It's still going on. I'm hoping for more in the future as well. So and knowing that they're a company that are heavily involved in working on providing a vaccine, obviously makes me very proud to represent them.
Absolutely. Now, one kind of food you're not allergic to, I'm not allergic to. You and I have something in common. We both love Saint Hubert chicken. And I was going on your website, and I loved your commercials. You did a series of commercials with Saint Hubert. You went undercover. The drivers didn't know who you were. You were all disguised. You got in the car with one of these drivers. You were teaching them how to get their deliveries quicker to the home. And all of a sudden you went into some industrial parking lot and drove like a maniac. And the poor guy was having a nervous breakdown, not knowing who you were. I watched it. I watched the making of. It was brilliant. And that must have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. I think you and I have a connection because it's our wives, right? And I told the story to my good friend that is now a partner in the Taggy Karting Center, Richard Schofield. He's the president of Saint Hubert, and I told him at the beginning when I met him that that my wife was a passionate person of rotisserie chicken. So when we were living in the States and we would come down to Montreal to visit my family or to do some work, she would make me go to Saint Hubert like 4 nights in a row. So anyway, and finally I got a sponsorship with them. I got associated with them. I represent them, and we did this video. And like you're saying, it was a blast to shoot because in all my career, I've done a lot of ride and drive, and you can imagine, I've taken people out. I've even taken my wife and sponsors and my father in an Indy car around the track, the 2-seater Indy car. And but I never took the time to watch their expression. I just drive, and I know that they're, it's not comfortable to get a ride from a race car driver, and I'm uncomfortable myself being a passenger, so I can't even imagine when I drive like nuts. But for the first time, I was able to watch like the entire expressions and the entire body language of the people, and that's what was really funny. So yeah, I was part of the making of, but I didn't know how it was going to look on the finished product. And yeah, it was hilarious. Some delivery driver were actually, some were pretty upset. Some wanted to quit. They wanted to just open the door and walk away. Some were pretty angry at me. And one guy, just before we go into this, like a fake house to do this delivery. And by the way, everything was so well thought up. Even the delivery box that they're using to do the delivery in the car, it was like a hot meal. So you could smell, like the smell of the food. The meal is in the box, it's hot. And then the bill also has this address that is real. So obviously it came from the printer, and the delivery person really believes that we're doing a real delivery. So anyway, when we arrive at destination, he looks at me, and one of the guys said, "Look, I have a lot of respect for you. I followed your career because I unveiled myself at that point." And he said, "But in the car, I just wanted to punch the hell out of you." So it was really, really a blast to make.
So one thing that's not in the press release is there going to be a Saint Hubert in your entertainment center?
Well,
maybe even a Saint Hubert Express.
There's definitely going to be Saint Hubert food.
Okay.
But we felt that the way we needed to invest in the restoration, in the food, at the ground level for the kids birthday parties, and the cafeteria, and then at the second level on the mezzanine, where we have the resto bar. I think Richard was really involved in this, and we felt that we needed to kickstart with some sort of a kitchen that was easy, but we had the food that was high-end enough and good enough for our clients, because we're building something super high-end in regards of entertainment. So we wanted the food to follow, but we needed to keep it simple, because we didn't want to trip in regards of the food. We're not a restaurant, but we're providing an experience. So at first, when we're going to open, we're going to keep it simple. There's going to be some really good items on the menu that are going to be probably signature items that are going to stay there. But our kitchen is meant to be quick and to deliver a service, but not to be there to cook meals for people that are coming just to sit down and eat.
Listen, it sounds very, very exciting. It was a pleasure to meet you via Zoom. I look forward to meeting you in person, and good luck with this endeavor.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to have you at the center.
You've got it for sure. And if not, we'll go for lunch at Saint Hubert one day.
Yeah, my treat.
Okay, perfect. I've got this recorded, so I can prove that. All right. Thanks again.
Thank you.